Hello, I'm Jody Wolf. You're watching Expoz, January 25, 2020, 10:45 p.m. Birmingham, and this may be the last on the copper scrolls, but you can find out these things as well. Let me tell you why the dig stopped. Well, we know why, because Netanyahu, God's pulled them out, closed down the project. And what it was, the ancient text in Maccabees 1 and 2, and 2 warned Jeremiah. God told him to take these things on his way to Mount Nebo. And God told him and showed him where to bury these items, including the Ark of the Covenant and the Tabernacle of David. They're buried in a different place than where the treasures of the temple are buried. He was told 100 BC. Get this, the temple was destroyed 70 AD. So 100 BC, God went ahead and had those things apparently removed. And anyway, Second Maccabees, you can read where God tells Jeremiah, and specifically on his way to Mount Nebo, and I'm assuming that is near the northern end of the Dead Sea, if not to the east of the Dead Sea. And also they made a handmade cement like and put a cover over the entry of these places, these things where they had them hid. And by doing that, when anyone would go down and start digging and get into that cement, they would think that they hit. Let me try to put it like this way. When they hunt for gold, they dig through everything until they hit bedrock, right? They stop at bedrock. They know that gold won't just penetrate into bedrock because it's not hardened clay or hardened soil or even in ice. It's bedrock. So when people go do these free digs anywhere, if they're out in the Sahara, when they hit bedrock, they stop digging. They know there's nothing under the bedrock. And this type of cement that was made to cover these openings was like bedrock to those who would go out and dig. So when they hit that, they stopped. And I'll say this, when Jim Barfield was digging and he got down that 12 inches, what he actually hit was bedrock. They knew it by Second Maccabees, I think, but he didn't. But also, God shut down the project because he said to Jeremiah and those with him that helped him bury the treasures, he said, no one is to know. Do not disclose this information until the end is near. And he's talking about when Jesus is returning is when these things will be found. So the fact that they are about ready to dig up all these other things, then they're going to be able to find the Ark of the Covenant and the Tabernacle of David just at the right time. And I'm going to go on I'm going to have to go and say something here. I may be wrong. I'm sure I will be wrong. I hope, I don't know. But I can't see the Antichrist when he comes to desecrate the temple. I don't believe he will have a chance to utilize or to set on the Ark of the Covenant. I believe if he did, the mercy seat. I believe if he did, that he'd die instantly. So when he desecrates the temple, see, Jesus is still 3.5 years away from coming. So at that time, I don't think the Ark of the Covenant will be in there. What about you? Do you believe that the real Ark of the Covenant will be there for Satan to desecrate? I don't. I just had to say that. I may be wrong, but it says only just before Christ comes, just before the end, will these things be found. And not talking about all the implements. We're talking about the Ark of the Covenant and the Tabernacle of David. Those two. The rest of them, get them, put them in, use them. These two, we're going to wait on those. They're for our real king. Jody Wolf Expoz.